Hi, we're back with The Last Federation, and this is actually the first episode of our Let's Play, so which will run for 2 weeks definitely. We'll see after that. So I decided we are going to start completely from scratch. We're going to start with an advanced start, and it's a Saturday. I want to take it easy, so I'm going to set it to wow, their sense of humor is interesting. Yeah, I'll stick with easy and I'll stick with you are so OP because I really don't know how to play this game. I have not played this at all since the first impressions review because I wanted to play it in that kind of way where it's kind of still quite new to me, and I'm going to do it with the tech race, the Lost Technologies. Your objective is to research all of the technologies available to you before any other race does the same and before any race takes over the entire solar system. The most advanced technologies confer unimaginable power, and you'll need to snap up all of the lesser ones as well. Be careful who you work with to gain new techs and potentially rotate around who you work with in order to not to boost any one race too much. Yeah, sure, why not? That should be fun. Start at 0. Independent betrayal minions. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll stick with it as it is. So let's get started. Let's see. I am the last of a murdered race of Hydros. We took to the stars and shot down the manned launches of everyone else. My countrymen were the dictators of the solar system, so we kind of had it coming. Yes, that's me above, and you are me. This is our story. See what I meant about manned launches last week? I think how the other races dealt with them was unmanned. 2 races launched a surprise attack on my people. The first ensured that we were all on the homeworld. The second strapped rockets to a moon and cracked the planet in half. I survived by being on a top secret radio silence mission. The only people who knew where I was were the aliens who accidentally captured me. So it turns out that not only was I on a secret mission, and I have no idea how you do that, but I wasn't particularly good at it. I got caught. Yay! Have to wonder what the surprise attack was that got everyone to go back to their homeworld. Naturally, upon my crash landing on this planet, I was placed in captivity. Having no concept of my strength, my captors never realized I was merely waiting. I waited for years. My ultimate goal? Completing my mission to acquire all the technologies of interest to the Hydra ever conceived by the aliens under our dominion. Our destruction has set back progress considerably, but not impossibly so. I must be careful. For while the aliens will be useful, the United Solar System is a system united against me. They must not be allowed to federate. This is actually the exact opposite of the basic game mode, where you're trying to get them to form a federation. So in this case, I just gotta keep them at each other's throats. Yay. Stardate. First 1 Proto 3000. At least the Acutians have finally gotten themselves into orbit. After spending so much time with me as a peaceful captive, they were ill-prepared for my escape. I have commandeered the first prototype executor, and now the executions are in hot pursuit. The Acutians are still in the process of ramping up their space industry, so that gives me a short window of opportunity, but soon their mechanical CEOs will be looking to make planetary acquisitions. These dangerous, immoral robots destroyed the last remnants of my race after the Evox almost wiped us out. Having them as my enemy was a given, I think. Now that is gorgeous. I really like that. Okay, so here they come. I outclassed their force so severely that it will be almost impossible to lose, so now it's a good time to put my ship through its paces. But I still have to be careful. If they manage to take out my ship, I'll just be as dead now as later. Okay, so it's always lonely on your flagship, plus whatever NPC allies you can muster. It's always your lonely flagship. First, an indeterminate number of foes. Combat is turn-based with everyone moving and acting at the same time after you give your ship its orders. Your first order of business is to give your ship a movement order. To figure out where the enemy is, you'll want to use the minimap upper right hand corner, pan your view around, and zoom in or out. Okay, that's cool. I already know this, but anyway. Do I kill them or do I dock? Kind of want to keep them on the ropes, but at the same time, Now it's time to... Okay. Now it's time to attack. I promise I won't bug you constantly, but in this first battle there are a few things to point out. Look at the bottom of your screen. You now have some new options. First of all, there are 3 different weapon choices down there, and there are multiple attack modes too. Hold fire, auto fire, select fire, etc. Choosing the right weapon and the best attack is a big part of winning battles. Hover over the enemy ships to see what weapons have the highest DPS against them. Bear in mind that sometimes this can be misleading, such as when the spread shot, with the spread shot, because it's assuming that all of the bullets fired per burst will make contact. That may or may not actually be true, depending on how close you are to the target, or if you're firing into a dense cluster of targets, etc. This battle is dead simple, but future ones will not be, so use this time to get comfortable dominating these little foes. Important. You are currently in auto-fire mode. Unless you change this, then your ship will always pick its own targets to fire at. Best ones based on your selected weapon, regardless of where you click. Clicking just confirms your orders. If you want to attack a specific ship, yeah, that's pretty obvious, and we went over that last week. First on these is an energy blaster. That's because of the shield. Minigun, energy blaster, grav lance. Ha ha ha. Do I want to play nice or do I want to kill them? Do I want to do this peacefully? Or do I just want to hammer them under constantly? Ooh, really difficult choice. I want to kill them all. The enemy shields are down. Up until now you've been attacking enemy shields, so the best weapon for the job is the one that does particular damage against the shields, or which has generally the highest overall damage rate. But now the shields are down and you're going to be hitting the hull of the ship, so the ideal weapon to use against this enemy has probably just changed. Different hulls have different strengths and weaknesses. No crap. Okay, so we're going to just go straight behind them, and let's see. Energy... gravity lance. Okay. Yes. And we're going to double back. Actually, I'm going to try and I'm going to hold fire because I want to try and catch those. I want to try and get those crewmen that are floating in space. Most battles have a single objective. Most battles have a single objective, but that objective may be involve multiple parts. This particular battle has 2 objectives. Either you can choose, if you choose to, destroy the enemy flagships. You'll gain some credit. You can identify flagships by the fact that they are quite large and usually have at least one chasing you. Yeah. Hover over them to be sure if you like. Alternatively, if you choose to instead dock with their science lab, you can end the combat relatively peacefully. You'll give them some tech that will make them stronger. Is that smart? And they will like you a lot better. That part definitely sounds good. To dock with the lab, just fly over to it and wait. Your tractor beams will lock on and take care of the rest. A lot of missions have completely optional side objectives that you can take or ignore. If you destroy civilian or military buildings, there are consequences, helpful or harmful. But the battle keeps going on until your primary objectives are reached. Okay, that's nice. Now, I want my energy blaster, I believe. Yeah. Shields down. Haha. I'm actually going to hold fire until I'm right on top of them. Did I... Oh, I didn't fire. Of course I didn't. That was stupid. Select target and fire. Ha! I was hoping I could pick up the rest of the pilots, but apparently not. Oh well. So sad. How bad. The Accusans lost 10 base power, 28 effective power, and 1 armada. Took 10 turns. I took a total of yada 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 shield damage. 26 hostile ships participated. That includes the fighters they launched. I destroyed 7 ships. I gained 100 credit, and the Accusans don't like me very much. I'm fine with that. Sweet mother of space sheep. It's the solar map. Sweet mother of space sheep. Wow. I am going to introduce this to you gradually, and I still read it wrong. For now, a lot of stuff is hidden. Don't worry about trying to recreate the Federation yet, we'll get to that later. It's not even an option yet. Actually, I don't even want to do that. Right now, you need to worry about gaining credit to spend, and you also need to accumulate a goodly amount of influence with other races. A humble suggestion is to start by delivering spacefaring texts to the Skylaxian, Andors, or Peltians, and then run some dispatch missions for them to gain more credit. Your current focus should be making yourself more powerful and influential. And as you complete missions and political deals, I'll open up more and more ways for you to do that, culminating with the options of trying to form a fledgling federation. If you want to read this or any other message again, yada yada yada. Okay, so what have we got? We have computer advisor. Just a friendly note, because I suspect you might be the paranoid type. You don't need to hit the pause button before we get into menus. Any menus. The solar map stops when you're looking at it. When you're not looking at it. I like that. Top 3 suggested allies. These are only suggestions. You may find completely different preferences. Bear in mind you can't really make an ally in a permanent sense, so make an ally really means keep high influence with them so you can get them helping in research or tendering others from researching texts. How do you keep influence high with a race? Typically by doing friendly actions, political deals, quests that can benefit them, and avoiding ones that harm them, at least insofar as you can. Okay. So they reckon the Boreans are good, and these are the top 3 powers. Okay, so we'll scroll out. And that's the Boreans. They're not yet spacefaring. 17 minutes 11 seconds. Now I wonder, is there a way? Sneaky, coming to help out, are you? What's your gambit? Make friends here, research some tech with them, and then run off with it? I like it. Not only that, this is a great way to earn credit. Doing things for races that they appreciate, or in some cases doing things that intimidate a race, can gain you more credit. You can then spend credit with almost any race to get them to do what you want, or with mercenaries. Credit is basically money, but it's a little more nuanced than that. But be warned, sometimes there are no friendly actions you can take with a race. Either you don't have anything to offer them, or they simply hate you too much to accept even needed help. This is one of the many reasons that your influence with races is so important. Depending on your actions you take, your influence with a race goes up or down. High influence makes them more likely to cooperate, low influence makes them more likely to try and kill you. Okay. I have 10 seconds. Okay. Is there anything I can do other than friendly acts? Yeah. Big question mark. Alright. I've captured space pilots and I have various techs which are nice. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll give these guys space tech and I'll hire a diplomat. And then I will bob them back to the Stone Age if I can. Oi, okay, so stuff just got real, maybe. Wow, the writer on this must have really been having fun with this. This is either going to be incredibly easy or impossibly hard depending on how many races are already spacefaring. Just be careful of alerting those spy probes and make your way to the drop zone and that's it. Spy probes for each race have unique sensor test bullet patterns that they fire when any foreign object such as yourself is detected nearby. If you get hit by any of those shots or if you fire on the spy probes yourself, the probe involved will be alerted and you will take a penalty to influence with that race for each probe you alert. The goal is to maneuver cleverly so you get past the probes without any of them sensing you, or at the very least with as few as possible sensing you. Early on, with only a couple of races spacefaring, you may be able to just waltz over to the drop zone on a couple of easy turns. If that's the case, more power to you. Each one of these gets harder as you go, so enjoy the ease while it lasts. Note that once you alert a spy probe it turns hostile, speeds up and starts unleashing much more damaging attacks. Fight those probes away from the main body of other unalerted probes if you can, so stray shots of yours don't wake up anyone else. Okay. Now, where are we going to? This is the question. Yeah, that one shouldn't be too bad. And I want to hold fire, because as much as I am going to enjoy stomping the Acutians into the ground, Okay, this... no. Let's see. Oh, wow, this is confusing. Oh, come on. What? Oh, come... seriously? In the middle of that? Flagship power management unlocked. I swear this is the last time I'll interrupt you during this battle. But now you're getting a few turns in, there's one bit that you probably ought to know. It's time to give you direct control over power distribution of your 3 systems. A. Increasing power to your weapons give you a higher damage output as well as longer range. B. Increasing power to your shields gives you faster shield regen and makes your shields more resistant to shots that hit them. C. Increasing power to your engines gives you faster movement, turning arcs, and a further distance you can move per turn. To set your power levels, just click on the various bars, or use the hotkeys. There are instructions in the toolkits. Let's suppose you don't have an issue don't issue a movement order. Well, it diverts engine power to weapons or shields instead. Not attacking, diverts to shields, etc. This keeps you from needing to fiddle with it or other minor adjustments. Automatic management doesn't make manual management pointless. Consider, I'm low in health, so I'm going to crank up my shields for a while at the expense of... yeah, okay, those make sense. And that's about it. Better turning circles with different power engine levels, you see for yourself. At the default levels you've had up till now, you can move pretty well, but you can move super precisely if you crank it up all the way. You can barely move or turn if you crank it all the way down, okay? Hey, how the heck did you do a curly Q? Waypoints! Simply hold down the shift key while issuing movement orders. You lose a little speed with each curved waypoint, so your total distance goes down a bit. For your information. Are you feeling a little overwhelmed with this info? Sorry about that, but you do not have to memorize it. Okay, that's fine. Bad. Okay. Target specific. And it is vulnerable to the minigun, so let's just deal with this guy. And we will up our engine power. Well, that certainly made this easier. Although it's a little annoying that in the little bit that I have played, it's the first time that's happened. Pod successfully jettisoned to technical documents. Okay.
The burlesque warlords are now spacefaring. Extreme caution is advised. They seem likely to take their constant internal wars to the solar stage.
Okay. Ooh, shiny new toys for your flagship. You may think that combat is easy now, but as the game progresses it gets harder. As combat becomes more intense, you need to rely on an ever-growing list of special abilities, as well as tech upgrades you've already introduced to. Okay. Using a special ability sacrifices a normal turn. One where you move or attack. Instead, or attack. Okay. Excuse me. Instead it just uses the ability, and whatever previous momentum your ship had is retained, so you may drift some more depending on how fast you were going at the end of the last turn. That said, special abilities all have a powerful side effect. They cause an energy ring to burst out of your flagship, destroying all shots that come into contact with it. This is usually useful in complex battles. You may find yourself using a secondary effect even if you don't need the specific function for an ability. Flagship customization unlocked. Yay! There's a new customized flagship button right on your main solar map HUD. Clicking on this screen lets you choose which of 6 specific abilities you're assigning to your flagship and which 3 guns are equipped. As you progress through the game, you will unlock more guns and abilities. Excess unequipped abilities are also useful. Whenever you use up the ammo from an ability on your bar during a battle, a new unused ability of the same category is swapped in after 30 turns. After 30 turns? Okay. If there is one. Except for operational abilities, which can't be swapped in that manner, okay? Ammo, oh yes, abilities have both ammo and a recharge time between uses. Don't worry though, ammo is completely restored after each battle, just like your health and shields. Your ship has the ability to make some pretty amazing stuff out of space junk you wind up creating during a battle. I like creating space junk. Okay, you took a total of yada yada yada. 6 hostile ships participated, you destroyed 1 ship. The Acutians now are disgusted with me. I'm fine with that. We are good. Good. Okay, so the Warlocks. The Burlists are a mess. Like the Peltians, they don't respond to credit. Unlike the Peltians, this isn't due to innocence. The Burlists respond only to threats, violence, and bribes, which you can turn into leverage against specific warlords. These guys will absolutely rip through you if you're not careful. Try to get them to take out their aggression elsewhere. Oh god, I'm choking. I have to say, I love the design. I love the design of these guys, because they kind of remind me of the Posleen from the John Ringo novels of the Legacy of the Aldenata, because they're described as having kind of eagle talons for feet as well, and well, they're cool. Okay, your influence with the Burlists. I'm liked. I can make a deal. Military industrial complex. Let's see. Your credit is useless here. The Burlist responds only to bribes, blackmail, and jewels. You can bribe items by raiding planet bases. You can purchase blackmail goods from the spy probe happy Evox, but only if the Evox sufficiently dislike the Burlists and like you. They're neutral to them. Crap. Each Burlist planet has a prime warlord and 2 secondaries that are vying for power. Occasional internal intrigues lead to accidents. The only thing that matters against Burlists ultimately is leverage. You can gain this on specific warlords through the aforementioned ways. What can we do? Accelerate warship mobilization. Destroy a pirate base. I'm going to attack the... Oh. Can I attack the Accoutrements? I need leverage. That's a problem. Okay, so how do I get leverage? Okay, so what I actually need is to take out a pirate base. Help destroy a pirate base. Take action. We go to war. Hey, you have some allies, or at least some folks that are neutral to you. Yeah, it's the latter. Either way, they don't want to shoot you during this battle. Regardless of relationships outside of battles, when there are multiple parties in a particular fight, everyone has specific stances against everyone else, allied, enemy, or neutral. On bottom left of your screen, you can see what little coloured indicators showing which races are allied against you, which are neutral and which are enemies. You can hover over them for more information and to see how each of them feels about the other races involved in the battle. Just because two races both hate you doesn't mean they aren't also at war with one another. The state of the solar map obviously has a big influence on how everyone lines up here, but so does context. Even if a race normally dislikes you, if you've offered to help them fight off attackers, they'll be your ally for the duration of the fight. Why look at gift squid in the tentacles or whatever? Gift squid in the tentacles. Okay, I like that. I guess. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. They're the Accoutrement Pirates. Now, how do I want to do this? Okay, Signal Jammer. All ability causes all tracking weapons from any side to lose the ability to track targets for 15 turns. This applies to both in-flight tracking targets that already exist, as well as new tracking weapons that would be fired. The Giga Cannon. Auto targets the nearest enemy flagship, although does not home on it once fired. Damages any and all ships it passes through on its way to its target, as well as destroying any debris it touches. Deploys a squadron of 60 Zero interceptors, which immediately work on ramming themselves into enemy targets, destroying themselves in the process. Okay, so the kamikazes. Mercenary Hotline calls a band of mercenary forces if one is available. However, these forces will be enemy to everyone, including you, so be careful. You will lose 4 influence for each allied race in this, and 2 influence for each enemy. Okay. Divert power to shields. Yeah, okay. And transfer power can only be used when your shields are at full. When you have at least 25% hull fan. Yeah, yeah, okay, I get those. They're like reinforcing shields and repairing the hull in Star Trek Online. Okay, so which way is this idiot gonna go? We'll hold fire. We'll go on auto fire, and we'll stick with the minigun because it's good for dealing with projectiles. I'm not using the Giga Cannon on that. It's no. Although I'm not sure that even hit. Okay, what's his second highest? Second highest is Energy Blaster. Okay. Okay, destroy the pirate base. So we're going to take it fairly handy, and I'm going to. Well, the highest one with that is going to be the Energy Blaster, but these things are different. But they're all Energy Blasters, so maybe I'll just say fire at will. This one is Energy Blaster 2. Signal Jammer. Okay, and now I'm going to attack this specifically with my Energy Blaster. And it's still Energy Blaster, so that's cool. Okay, how much more? One more round should do it. It's one down. Actually, I should probably pump that up and pump my weapons up. Yeah, that should do. This is a... That's my ally, that's my ally, that's my ally. So I'm going to target this one. I really love the combat in this game. Right. And we'll just set that to fire at will. I love this. I just love pounding the crap out of things. Although I have to say, my favorite weapon for moving at speed is the minigun, because it's just insane. It's not usually high DPS, but it really, really cuts through these the gravity lance turrets, as you can see. So we're going to roll this back around, and this is going to be energy, I think. Target this and ba-boom! Yeah. And minigun, fire at will. Okay. Oh yeah, we're ready to kill. Energy blaster, target, and cool. Okay, so what have we got now? The black market has appeared in the solar system. Looks like you're no longer the only mercenary in the solar system. That's okay, there's some professional courtesy extended between all mercs. Unless you find yourself on the wrong end of a bounty. It's nothing personal, you know. But you'll always be welcomed at the black market. Yeah, true. There's a lot of stuff you need that you can only get on the sly. The black market is where to go. Once you click on the black market to visit, you'll see the above button. That then opens up whatever purchasing selling options are currently available to you. Some of the deals are just behind closed doors to trade on in perfectly legit items. This is a great place to pick up hydro technology, in other words guns and special abilities. It's also a great place to hire goons, which are essential to doing any sort of research or construction. There are also less savoury options available to you, if you're that sort. I am. Okay, so the Yakutian pirates lost a lot. I took a lot of damage. I actually took quite a bit of hull damage as well. And right now, the Yakutians like me more. Okay. Oh crap, everyone likes me. I don't want everyone to like me. One burlesque pilot joined your construction team used via property development and space outpost development friendly actions on a planet. Okay. What do I want to do? Sell prisoners as slaves. I don't like the Yakutians, so I am going to sell all of mine. See, and the burlesques love it. Awesome. Are they burlesques? I'm trying to remember. Are they Boreans? I can't remember which. Is that them? No, because they don't like me. Hang on a second. I'm all confused. Yeah, burlesques. Okay. Is there any... Now this is where I get into interesting stuff, because I can... Like, I can buy weapons, or I can do personal research on almost anything. Orbital bombardment by ships in orbit around enemy planets. Get a +1 to boost their effective multiplier. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. I'm going to hire a few scientists. So if I hire 11, 21. Did I actually hire them? No, I didn't. Oh, that was silly. Hire 21. Execute deal. Okay, and I'm out of money now, so we will study orbital bombing. Take the action. And now we will fast forward. 1 solar month, the equivalent of 20 seconds relative time have passed while you've dispatched on this mission. Researched low drag casings on your own at 2 times normal time frame, since you do not have any help from any planetary governments. 15 scientists completed their contracts and left your service. Okay, that's cool. New. What's next? 26 minutes, 14 minutes. Can I bombard their planet? That is the question. I don't want to help them. I want to bombard them. Is there a way to bombard them? There it might be. Customize. Okay, so energy blaster, gravity lance. I'm stuck with those. Anti-swarm lasers shoot at small enemy ships within range of 800 of your flagship, damaging them for a moderate amount. Shortwave virus. Broadcast the virus to take over all small and medium ships that are within range. Shortwave virus sounds interesting, because the Giga Cannon wasn't all that much use. Cloaking device. Your ship becomes cloaked for 5 turns. It can still take damage from stray shots, but enemies will not be able to see it or fire shots intentionally. Your ship can still fire as normal. So it's God mode, basically. Dumps a cloud of junk out of your flagship, providing some quick cover. No, thank you. I'll try the cloaking device. Could be fun. Operation Raptor deploys a squadron of 15 Raptor Lancers. Deploys 6 sharpshooters as escort. These are modified snipers that have 2 times as much health and attack. And Operation Zero. I think we'll try Raptors. Yeah, that should be good. And we'll swap them to sharpshooters. And yeah, that looks okay. Inventory. If you wish, the following races would be grateful if you gifted them. I don't want to gift them. So let's go to the Burlusts and let's We've already gone through that. More or less. Criminal activity. Buy gossip. Hire burlesque. I don't have enough money to do that. Attack local armadas with help. Attack local armadas on your own. Orbital bombardment. There's only one way to be sure. Regrettably, you don't have nukes that big. And the munitions you can obtain aren't free. But you can do some damage nonetheless. The cost of this dispatch goes up and its effectiveness goes down according to the size of the planet's dedicated defense armadas. So actually what I should do is attack the armadas and then bombard them from orbit. Okay, so we're going to take that action. Foul mother of Red Rash. Just look at all those enemies. Think of what... I think you can win this one? Well, maybe you can. You have some pretty awesome tech. Then again, engagements like this can go south super fast, so be careful in any case. In any case, this may simply be an impossible battle to win. And even if this one isn't, the next time you see a dozen enemy flagships arrayed in front of you, that one might be. So listen up, your goal isn't always to win. Whatever damage you do to the armadas is permanent. So if you can't destroy everyone here, you can certainly give them a really bad day. Figure out how you can best do the most damage to it, then withdraw before you're overwhelmed. It's not retreat, it's tactics. Okay, so we are going to... balance everything. This one is minigun. I think they're all... a lot of them are minigun. Okay, so... first thing is first, we're going to target that guy with our minigun. Now, they are energy blasters. Right. Time to go to cloak. Where's my cloaking device? Nice. Alright, so we are going to go up and we're going to hammer the living crap out of this guy. And I think he's now gravity lance. Okay. Nice. Right. I want to try and skirt the outside of this engagement as much as I can. And hit him with the grav gun as well. Nice. Okay, and we're going to skirt the outside again and... gravity lance. You are energy blaster. And he's now gravity lance. So do I have 49 seconds recharge left? So Operation Raptor. Operation Sharpshooter. And we're going to move nice and quickly, and second is minigun. I don't have the range for the grav lance, I think. Yeah, cool. Move out alongside. Energy blaster. Grav lance, and that was not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay, and I like the fact that it still automatically does attack ships even. Holy crap, this is ridiculous. I do like the fact that even after I've taken my shots, like if I, for example, if I shoot this guy now with my grav lance, even if I can't quite get the shot down, it will still fire on them, and that's really quite cool. Okay, I can go into cloak again, which is awesome. So let's see, you are minigun and you are energy blaster. I'm actually going to try and take down more of their shields. Nice. And what's his shields like? His shields are not bad. That's not good. So we're going to hit this guy. Oh, nice. Minigun, you, goodbye. And energy blaster. Turn back, hit him as hard as we can. Yeah. I can't believe I'm actually managing this. Shields are down. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. And now, hopefully... Oh my god, I'm actually destroying their whole armada. I can't believe this. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the same to this guy. And now I'm going to turn, and I'm going to use my grav lance, and I win! I win! Geopolitical fancy analysis enabled, RCI data. Alright, I've delayed these things a bit long enough. There are 4 overall RCI scores for each planet from left to right at the bottom of row icons. Economic, medical, environmental and public order. These range from -2000 to 2000. The tooltips for each in the icon tell you more about the consequences of getting each value getting negative. These represent overall social trends and quality of life on a planet. A poor quality planet, even a planet you like, is not necessarily bad for you. These affects the likelihood of each kind of good or bad event and quest at each location. In some cases, you can only get the best quest when the planet is doing terrible. Desperation motivates. Then again, as noted, the chance increases for really awful events to happen. Diseases, typhoons, etc. So it's a gamble. Let's talk about trends. Exactly 1 RCI value per planet is going to be trending either up or down at all times. On the left, we see a public order trending up for the Akushans. That's why it's a blue icon. On the right, we see the red public icon for Peltians, showing that it's trending down for them. What causes trends? You know, life, stuff. People do things. Butterflies flap wings, trends emerge. Hey, a whole bunch of new political deals opened up for you. Dozens, literally. These tend to be called planetary advice, and you can use them to convince a race to focus on eradicating crime or enact tax breaks or whatever. Remember, 1 trend per planet. If you execute a political deal with a race that starts a new trend, it replaces the old one. Experiment. Don't try to max them out. They're a useful tool, and higher is often better, but really negative numbers also open up some cool opportunities. Okay, so the Burlos lost a crap ton, and somehow I'm still neutral with them. I have no idea how that's possible. But I gained a lot of credit, so I'm happy. And we're actually going to finish up there for today, because we've achieved a lot and this has been going for a while. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, of course, do the social media thing, like, share, subscribe, yada yada yada. I'll be back next week with another episode of this, and then the following week I will do a more in-depth review. I'm actually working on a structured review. It shouldn't be as long as the last one, but it should be more to the point. And yeah, so 1 more week of Let's Play, then that, and if people want me to play more of this, I will. So have a great Saturday. I'll talk to you all again soon, and bye for now.